Toss that gun down. Step out and make it fast. Mind yourselves or else somebody's going to get hurt. I said everybody out.
But they're women.
Keep your trap shut. Hustle on out, ladies.
Oh, I think I'm gonna faint.
Keep your hands up. He's thinking wrong.
Fresh.
Now, folks, we'll have a little donation for the Owl Hoot Benevolent Association.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Shut up.
Better do as they say, miss. The cards are stacked in their favor.
Oh, a gambling jet, huh?
Could be. Right now, you're dealing the cards.
I'll take that watch.
That I'd like to keep.
Sentimental, huh?
Come on, take that watch. And you, driver, start dragging that box out.
Drop those guns or I'll pull the trigger.
Do what he says, boss. This hombre means business.
Don't be a fool. If he pulls that trigger on me, the boys will be sure to cut him down, even if it means killing one of the ladies. You better drop it, mister. All right, step away from him. You know any prayers, gambler? You better say them fast.
Reach! And don't try any funny business. My men have you covered.
Let's get out of here.
Anybody hurt?
Only my bankroll, stranger.
Oh, sorry to hear it.
Forget it. Could have been much worse except for you. How about your men?
Oh, that. That was just an act to make them think I had company.
Clever thinking.
Yes, indeed. We all owe you a vote of thanks, mister.
What happened to your horse?
I was struck by a rattlesnake last night. Sort of left me afoot.
Well, throw your saddle on top and hop in. This ride's on the company.
What about this body?
We're not using this coach for a hearse. We'll send a corner out from town. Well, better start loading up, folks. I got a schedule to make.
Hiya, Chico.
Hello, Foggy.
How you coming with your gold digger?
Oh, I think I strike him rich this time.
Maybe this time a real bonanza-rolla, huh?
Oh, see, mira.
No, not this time, Chico.
You mean ain't gold?
Oh, it's gold, all right.
Oh, caramba, yo estoy rico. Tengo mucho.
It's fool's gold again.
Oh, no, Foggy, why?
Don't worry, Chico. You come with me. I'll show you how to get rich quick.
Today?
Right now.
Oh, qué bueno.
Just the kind of a sound she makes when she's going to pay off.
No money.
I guess we lost. Give me another quarter, Chico.
Ain't got no more quarters.
I'll get some change. Here, you keep your eye on the machine. Don't let nobody touch it till I get back. Give me change for $1, will you, Barney? Please, quick. Howdy, Sheriff. Here, Chico, you push it down this time. Maybe it'll change your luck.
Another drink, Sheriff?
No, I think I better not, Barney.
On the house?
No, thanks.
Uh-oh. Good afternoon, Judge.
Oh. Something on his mind.
Town council, you can bet. Good afternoon, Judge.
Nice day, Judge Gardner.
Sheriff, what about the meeting of the town council?
Well, you see, Judge,
It's kind of hard to get everybody together. Folks are busy, you know, and...
Yes, and lazy, indifferent, and selfish, but always belly-aching about the protection for person and property.
You're absolutely right, Judge.
Law and order. Abraham Lincoln had the right idea. A government of, for, and by the people. And that goes for Stringtown as well as Washington, D.C. Sheriff, you tell those infernal backsliding councilmen, if they can't do their duty, we'll elect citizens that will.
Drink, Judge?
Oh, no, now you know, Barney, I never touch it. No.
Give me some more change, Barney. Howdy, Judge.
Stage should be in pretty soon, shouldn't it? What time you got, Porky?
Well, let's see. This one says 4 o'clock, and this one says 4:30. It's exactly 4:15 right now, Judge.
Stage is pulling in.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Might be some new citizens, Judge. Think I'll take a look.
What's the matter with your hospitality, man? Aren't you going to offer an old acquaintance a little nip?
Here you are, Judge. Help yourself.
Could we prevail on you to have a little drink on the house, Your Honor? Why, certainly. I'd be glad to. Thank you very much. To the lips and past the guns. Look out, stomach. Here it comes.
Run into some holdup, gents, Sheriff.
What, they got the gold shipment?
Not on your tin type, but they would have if it hadn't been for that young fella there.
Hello, Uncle Jim.
Great withering spoons, Polly. What are you doing here, young lady? Didn't I write you and tell you couldn't come here to visit me?
Yes, Uncle Jim. And didn't you also say that you didn't like living alone and you couldn't keep the house by yourself?
What if I did?
I simply took the hint, that's all.
Something.
Oh, Mr. Jackson, I'd like you to meet Uncle Jim.
Oi.
Say, ain't you the Abilene kid?
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Expect to be here long?
Well, Sheriff, that depends on a couple of things. Where can I find a room around here?
I guess Barney's got a few vacancies over at the Blue Moon.
I'll see you folks later.
Oh, Tom. Uncle Jim, this is Tom Harvey.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Howdy, Tom.
Tom mentioned something about wanting a job. Couldn't you use a good deputy or something?
Well, drop over to the sheriff's office a little later. We'll talk things over. Now, young lady, we'll take you home and have a nice long talk with you.
Bye, Tom.
Good afternoon, Miss Polly.
Wait a minute, Kurt. I'll give you a hand.
Okay, it's heavy now, watch it.
Yeah. Say, what's the news from the outside world, Kurt?
Well, for one thing, General Ulysses S. Grant has been elected President of the United States.
What did I tell you, fellas? The next president will be a Republican.
A Republican? Well, do tell. I never knew there was anything except Democrats.
Who is it?
Blazer in tow.
Come in.
Funny, something happened on that stagecoach robbery. Everything was going fine until...
Till you're interrupted. I know all about it.
One of them was a passenger on the coach. He looked like a gambler to me.
Yeah, we took this wallet off of him and this.
They recognize any of you?
No, we had our face well covered.
Hello, Barney.
Well, the Abilene kid himself.
Still up to your same old tricks, huh, Barney? I thought by now you would have graduated from these penny holdups.
I'm doing all right. What brings you up in these parts?
Gold?
Gold. Going prospecting some?
No, not exactly. You see, my hands weren't cut out for dirt tools. Right now, though, I'd like to talk to you.
What about?
My business.
What if I'm not interested?
You're not supposed to be. Not any more than I'm interested in the particular business you're in.
What do you mean?
Just this. I think it would be smart if we made a little trade so that we could both stay in our respective businesses.
Might be.
Of course, I'll need that 1,100 you boys lifted from me. And I'll have that watch. You know, it means a lot to me. Much obliged, Barney. Don't feel too bad about it. If you boys want another shot at my bankroll, they're welcome to try. Over a poker table. Oh, yes, you can tell your watchdogs to come out now.
Want that smart tin horn, I'll go in
Take
there.
it easy, Plaza. Maybe he's got an idea.
So you see, Sheriff, when the Civil War ended, it was necessary to replenish the mint with enough gold to back up the new currency that was being issued. Well, according to Secret Service information, a highly efficient gang of thugs stole it, killing at least a half a dozen of our men.
And you believe the gold is someplace in this vicinity?
That's right. But unless they can melt the gold to get rid of it, no bank or sane person would touch it, because each gold bar has a U.S. stamp on it.
Somehow I can't seem to tie in Stringtown with all this gold.
You can count on my help, Harvey.
Thanks, Sheriff. As a captain of the Secret Service, you understand that, well, I'd prefer to work undercover.
Why not take advantage of Polly's efforts to get you a job as my deputy?
That's a good idea. Maybe you'd let Wilson here take a turn with me to sort of show me the ropes.
Well, I'd be very happy to.
Meanwhile, this kind of makes it official.
Much obliged, Sheriff.
Mr. Greeley?
Oh, hello, Wilson. What brings you here? Did somebody break the law?
No, I want you to meet our new deputy, Tom Harvey. Tom, Mr. Greeley is the editor of our town paper.
I'm mighty glad to know you, sir.
How do you do, young man? I hope you know your job. Law enforcement in this town has been in the hands of nincompoops long enough.
Thanks, Nat.
Oh. Now tell me about yourself. How old are you? What's your full name? Where were you born? Are you married? Where'd you go to school? What qualifications do you think you have to fit you for a job like this? What previous experience have you had?
When the rain was falling fast one dark and stormy night, that old me and Bill and I had an awful night. Bad old Stagecoach. Care nothing about your children. Care nothing about your wife. You done broke my special heart. I'm gonna take your life. Just 'cause I'm bad old Stagecoach. Bam, 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 with stacks 44. Next time I saw Billy Lyons, he was stretched out on the floor. Bad old Stagecoach. Rubber tired hurts me. Rubber tired.
Couple of heavy ones, Joe. Charlie's
Took
fine.
Billy Lyons to the graveyard, but they didn't bring him back. Oh, no, I'm bad old Stagecoach. Yes, that's the end of my story. I hope you mark it well. Next time you see old Stagecoach, it's bound to be in jail. bad old Stagecoach.
Kingful.
Flagging mighty fine luck tonight, kid.
More important, Mr. Norton, and good cards.
Beats me. Luck like that just ain't natural.
Stop grumbling, Blazer, and deal the cards.
That's an even 1,000.
Bet 50, gentlemen.
Not with these.
By me.
I'm out. I'll call that 15 and raise you 100.
Your 100. Have 200 more.
Beats me.
You didn't pay for that, look.
A pair of queens. And me holding 3 kings all the time.
It's your privilege to back it up, my friend.
I'm backing it up with this.
As the so-called representative of law and order in this town, I wish to inform you there's a fight going on.
Where?
The Blue Moon. Law and order.
That's not a good idea, Blazer.
He's trying to go for his gun.
He's not armed.
What's the big idea, leader? Strong arming for the kid?
Never even met the gent.
Well, then what are you butting in for?
Maybe I don't like hard losers.
Let's put the guns away before somebody gets hurt.
All right, boys. Fun's over.
Much obliged to you, miss.
Don't mention it, mister.
Well, gentlemen, shall we continue?
Count me out. I've had enough for tonight.
Any of you other gentlemen?
No, thanks. I'm through.
Me too.
Drinks are on me, Bonnie.
Just as you say, kid. Up to the bar, boys.
Guess I owe you an apology, kid. Kind of tough getting beat by a pair of queens.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I reckon maybe a man should stay with his own game.
Maybe your own game is more profitable at that. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Sure, go ahead. Good luck to you, kid.
Turning in, kid?
Yeah. You know, ma'am, it took a lot of nerve to do what you did.
Think nothing of it. Aren't you joining the bunch? Remember, you're buying the drinks.
Yeah, but I never buy myself one.
Can't fill an inside straight with a slug of straight whiskey, huh?
Well, that's the general idea. I'll be back down a little bit. Maybe then I can think of a better way of saying thank you.
I'll be around.
Job much to the kid, Mr. Norton?
No more than I could afford.
Cost me over $1,000.
Perhaps someone should remind you that drop poker's a gambling game. Stop bellyaching.
Oh, I don't mind losing.
Barney! Plaza!
What's the matter, Toad?
Maybe I'm not wise to mark cards and such, but take a look at those, Barney. Of course, I could be wrong.
See them dots in the corner? They're marked.
By that double-dealing ten-horn.
He's not stealing my money. Take it easy, Toad. We'll all go up to his room and pay him a little visit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, man. If you want to talk to the kid, I'll go get him. There'll be no gunplay, understand, Blazer?
We don't need the law to take care of a crooked gambler. Quiet, Blazer. Bring him down. He's room number 8.
Who is it?
Open the door, kid. I want to talk to you.
Be right with you.
Don't listen to them. They're trying to frame you.
Shut up. Kid, the boys think you beat them with a marked deck of cards.
That's ridiculous. I'll talk to them in the morning.
That won't do. Come on, open the door.
I'll shoot that lock off.
I'm only going to warn you once more. Now keep that gun away. Come on, kid. Open up.
How fast could you saddle up a horse for me?
Mister, for $40 in gold, right pronto.
Hold it or I'll shoot. You better come with me, kid.
But you got me wrong, Harvey.
Why did you try to make a break then?
It's a laugh. I was being cold-hacked.
Come on.
Nice work, Deputy. Let's get back the money he stole from us, boys, and string him up. Here now.
You'll get your money if and when the kid's proved guilty.
We've got marked cards that says he is.
Swindle me out of nearly $3,000 with them, too.
Maybe so, but the law says a man's entitled to a fair trial. Being part of that law, I aim to see that the kid gets a break. Now, get going about your business.
This was his room, eh?
Yeah.
At the window we jumped out of?
Yeah.
Barney, some of the boys were saying that you knew the kid before he came to Stringtown. Is that right?
Yeah, when I ran the Golden Slipper in St. Joe.
Golden Slipper, huh? St. Joe. Yeah.
By the way, when is the trial coming up?
Tomorrow morning. Judge Gardner is presiding.
Here he comes.
Good morning, Judge.
This ought to be a cinch hanging for you, Newt.
Good morning, Judge.
Everybody to your seats, please.
Quiet. I just want to warn you all that the district court, number 6 of this territory, is now open and in session. The court aims to hold a fair and legal trial and won't stand for no hollering, loud arguments, or cussing. Also, the dignity of this court has got to be respected. And little Betsy's here to see that it is. You catch on? Hey, You two men back there. Take your hats off.
Take your head off, Chico.
Where his hat going to?
You heard me, Porky. Take off your hat. Sheriff, bring in the defendant.
All right, Harry, bring in the prisoner.
You are the Abilene kid?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the complaints, you're charged with obtaining money with a marked deck of cards, malicious mischief, and creating a brawl in the Blue Moon Saloon. How do you wish to plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
You, have an attorney?
No, sir.
No. Mr. Hodges.
Here, Judge.
The court hereby appoints you attorney for the defense.
Who? Me? I object, Your Honor, on account of course, I don't know anything about the law.
Makes no difference. I know enough for both of us. Objection overruled. Sit down, kid. Now then, do any of you gentlemen wish to volunteer for jury duty? I thought not. So I suppose this will have to be a trial by acclamation on account of you're all such low-grade citizens. First witness, Toad Tyler. Take the stand.
And after the fight broke up, I just happened to take a look at the cards. They looked sort of funny to me, so I called Blazer and the rest of the boys. I thought that I'd show them the cards, and
I know marked cards when I see them, Judge. We examined the whole deck. Barney had a look at them, too. And I'll tell you something else. And there's no doubt the kid tampered with the cards. In my opinion...
I object, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The court is not interested in your opinion. Next witness.
He fooled me just like he did the rest. I guess he nailed me for pretty near 800.
This is first-degree railroading, if you ask me.
That's why I'm sure the play was crooked. Beat me out of all the cash I had and $1,000 I borrowed from Carl Weber.
Mighty smart poker players, all of you gents. You may step down. Now, as you have listened to all the evidence there is, it appears to this court that the genteel citizens of this town should be able to reach a decision on the defendant's guilt or innocence. Therefore, those who calculate him guilty will raise their right hand. What in thunder's the attorney for the defense got his left hand in the air for?
It ain't right.
What ain't right?
My left hand ain't right. And neither is this trial. It's all wrong.
Sit down! Now, are there any of you here that figure the kid is innocent? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The prisoner will rise. The verdict is 10-6 against you, kid. You got anything to say?
No. No, I guess not.
Makes my heart beat heavy to sentence you, son. But the court has found you guilty, and you know what that means. Sheriff, you know your duty. Remove the prisoner. Court's dismissed. Where were you when the trial was going on?
In my office, writing an editorial. I knew what the procedure would be, and the verdict. Well, when are they going to,
Tomorrow morning.
Law and order?
Well, kid, got anything to say?
I want all of you to know that you're witnessing a murder. The murder of an innocent man whose only crime was luck. The bad luck to win the gold of some of his more craven fellow men. I know that anything I might have to say won't change your minds. According to law, I've been tried and proven guilty. I want to remind you that you're hanging a man for a crime he didn't commit. You'll have that to live with all your natural lives. Gold and greed, it seems, go together. And so do gold and death.
All right, George.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Harry.
Getting any further on locating that federal gold?
Yeah, I got a few ideas. Anything happened around here?
No. Seems like the town's gotten almighty righteous since the kid was hung.
Yeah. Yeah, seems so.
Now, I know what you're thinking, Tom. Forget it. Someone had to do it.
I guess you're right, Harry.
I have to go after eggs for Uncle Jim. Want to go along?
Sure thing. Oh, gosh, I forgot. I've got to relieve Harry.
Oh.
I sure would like to.
Oh, don't bother if you're so busy.
He's not that busy, Miss Polly. I'll stick around for you, Tom.
Thanks, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, but Harry.
Go on, you've spelled me plenty. I owe it to you.
No, much obliged. I'll be right back.
Not if you're going after eggs, you won't.
What do you mean?
Never keep a lady waiting. Beat it. Get on your horse.
What do you mean, get on my horse? Where do we have to go for these eggs?
San Dimas.
San Dimas, that's 9 or 10 miles. What's wrong with the eggs here in town?
Nothing, except Uncle Jim doesn't like them.
Oh, Uncle Jim. Well, is there any difference between Stringtown eggs and San Dimas eggs?
The difference between chickens and geese. Uncle Jim prefers goose eggs.
Well, I'll try and get back before dark, Harry. Much obliged.
What happened?
I don't know. I just got here.
Must have seen it coming, but it wasn't fast enough. Probably recognized the killer.
I'm to blame for this, Sheriff. He was standing my trick. He shouldn't have even been here. Instead, I...
Oh, stop talking like that. So where'd you get this?
I was lying right next to him.
Deuce of spades.
Is he dead, Sheriff?
Yeah. One of you run get Doc McCoy.
I'll fetch him.
The rest of you beat it. Come on. Go about your business.
I can't help figuring that that bullet had my name on it, not Harry's.
Nonsense, son. The killer knew exactly who he had to beat on. This deuce of spades puts a crazy twist on things.
Did you find out anything yet, Sheriff?
No, not yet, Pokey. I'm going to try something.
Kind of tough about Wilson.
Yeah.
Any idea who the killer might be?
No, but I found a little clue that might lead to something. That's the slug that killed Harry.
That don't look like lead to me.
It isn't. It's gold, pure gold.
Say, you don't think...
What?
Y'all remember just before the kid swung what he said about being murdered for gold? And that gold would, revenge him or something?
Hogwash. What's the matter with you?
What do you make of that deuce of spades you found?
Now, you listen to me. I ain't saying I don't believe in no hereafter or nothing like that. But if I was you, I wouldn't even hint at what you just said.
Go for your gun.
Hello, Porky.
Don't do that.
I hear the sheriff make you deputy.
He sure did. Say, if that Abilene kid ever starts messing around with me, I'll fill him so full of holes he'll look like a salt shaker instead of a ghost. What am I saying? You can't shoot a ghost.
Chico.
Yes? Oh, no. Chico's too young to die. Oh, no, madre mia. My mama.
What's the matter with him? I only wanted to say hello. Maybe I better go with some people.
It's the same old story, gentlemen. It happened just like the others. You find the body and the usual card beside it.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Well, good morning, Nat.
Good morning.
I read your editorial, Nat, and you're quite right. And I want to tell you, Sheriff, that something's got to be done about this insane killer, why it isn't even safe to walk the streets.
Yeah, and it ain't helping my business any either.
Half my subscribers are leaving town. It's an outrage.
We're doing the best we can. This killer, whoever he is...
How do you know it's a he, huh?
What are you getting at? Nonsense.
Well, remember that place you made for the kid? And after what's been happening?
Ah, hysterical outburst, pure and simple.
Now, according to the way I figure, whoever is behind this has more of a motive than just revenge, and is a pretty good shot to back up whatever's at stake.
Rita was sure plenty fancy with that rod she pulled on Blazer.
Nah, that was just a little derringer. Wilson, Weber, Lamson, and Calvin were all drilled with 45 slugs.
Doc McCoy found that out for us. Gold slugs.
Having any luck, boys?
Miss Mary, you're just in time to see the big pail.
Oh, Basil! Yeah. Well, it's getting hot now. Now's the time for the jackpot.
Why,
There
damn.
it goes. I'm scared.
No money.
As I was saying, Barney, it's a good job. Besides, I've been wanting to get to Frisco for a long time.
Yeah, I understand. If that crazy killer isn't caught soon, there won't be anybody left in Stringtown.
Hey, Porky.
Oh, it's kind of clumsy. I could have drawn faster, but I figured you wasn't the killer anyhow.
Sheriff wants to see you over in the office right away.
He does? Oh, all right.
You know, Miss Mary.
Hello, Hansel.
Chico, you better come along with me. It's kind of dark outside.
Honey.
Yes, I'm glad to see you.
What's the matter, Barney? Nervous?
Guess I am a little jumpy. Have a drink?
How would you like to collect the big reward in helping us spot the killer?
Sure. Who wouldn't?
All right, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Who fired that shot, Norton? What's the idea, Barney? Barney. Barney's room.
Well, at least that gives us something solid to work on. Rimfire.
Yeah. But I'm stumped if I know which way to turn. Shooting down Norton like he did, and then before you can say jumping Jehoshaphat, Barney gets a dose of the same medicine.
ghost killer on rampage. Within 48 hours after the brutal slaying of Jesse Norton and Barney Bernard in the Blue Moon Saloon, the mysterious murderer of 6 prominent Stringtown citizens struck again, savagely shooting to death Rainbow Raymond in broad daylight, leaving no other evidence but an insidious 8 of spades. Who will be next?
That's what I want to know. Who? Might be any one of us. The sheriff's been dabbling around like an old fool while the shooting's been going on.
Yeah? Give me a lemonade. Make it a double.
The 6 was Jesse Norton. The 7, Barney Bernard. And the 8 of spades, Rainbow Raymond.
It all adds up right. Sort of killing solitaire.
Yeah. You know, we could probably save a few lives if we could just stop and think like this crazy person.
Let's try it.
All right. Well, the 9 and 10, Laser and Toad. A jack of spades could be myself, you, Porky, or... No, Porky sure did the best he could at the trial.
And the Queen?
Well, there's no reason for the Queen to play in this sort of game. Anyway, Lita was all for the kid. And, it couldn't be Polly.
Well, she's related to me. You know, confused as it is, there's a pattern to these killings. I still say it's revenge.
Maybe and maybe not.
What do you mean?
I think the killer is using the Abilene kid as an excuse to get rid of all these people. Whatever it is, you can bet it's big and important. Who knows? Maybe it's that federal gold. Sheriff, I've got a plan.
What's that?
I've got an idea how we can narrow down our list of suspects. Each gold slug was undoubtedly fired from a rimfire type gun. I used to see them when I was in the Army. A lot of old-timers wouldn't use anything else. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna check every gun in town.
Hey, fellas. Wait a minute.
What's up?
Looks like you're leaving town.
Darn right. And no matter how far we get, it ain't far enough.
We fancy to live a little longer, and it won't be in Stringtown.
Yeah? Let me see your guns, will you?
What's the play, mister?
Never mind, give. I sure hate to be in anybody's boots that had anything to do with that federal gold.
What do you mean?
Huh? Nothing, just thinking out loud.
Hey!
How is it, Judge, you hang on to an old obsolete rimfire type gun like this?
Because it saved my life once. That's why. Thanks.
You sure you don't own a 45, huh?
Oh, what would I want with heavier artillery? This is good enough. And if it ain't, I have other weapons. Handsome.
I wonder. I'd like to see your gun.
Gun? My dear man, I don't own a gun. I do my killings with a pen.
Tom, why do you pop in unexpected? And the way I look.
I think you look just grand.
Oh, I don't.
I know you're doing this just to show me what a marvelous housewife you're going to make some lucky man.
Some man, perhaps, but certainly not you.
Now, Polly, how can you refuse me when I haven't even asked you?
Why, Tom Harvey, you...
Now, take it easy, Polly. Look, I brought you a little present.
Well, it's beautiful, Tom. Why give me a gun?
Oh, why? Well, no reason exactly, except, Polly, that I know there's going to be a lot of those fancy dams hanging around. I thought maybe you could use it to sort of keep them away and until I get around to
Yes, Tom.
Oh.
Tom.
Lee,
Yeah?
what if it is a ghost like they're saying?
You're driving me batty. Shine at your own shadow.
I wish Barney hadn't have made us pull that marked card trick.
The kid knew too much. He had to get rid of him.
What do you think that deputy meant when he said he'd hate to be in our boots?
He didn't say us. He just said them that had anything to do with the federal gold.
Yeah, well, don't forget, we're in on that deal. With Barney, Jess, and all the rest of them.
Yeah, come to think of it, practically everyone that had anything to do with that gold got it from this ghost.
All but us. Say, please. I was thinking maybe if we...
Shut up. Why didn't I think of that before?
Of what?
The killer's no ghost. He must be the same man that ran out of that gold robbery. Sure. Now it comes to me. The ghost of the Abilene kid is really...
Why don't you go for your gun, Toad?
No, don't shoot. I won't tell who you are. You can have my share of the gold. You can have everything. No. No! Well, I says to him, I says, son, you ain't no cowboy. He says, well, yes, I am. If there ain't too many cows. Nothing happened.
Anything new, Sheriff?
Yes.
Where'd you get these?
They were on my desk when I came from lunch.
Blazer and Toad.
That sort of runs out the suit, Tom.
No, I'm afraid it doesn't. Full suit runs to the king. That still leaves the jacket.
Porky!
What's that, Chico?
Oh, Porky, by golly, I found it. This time in no fool's gold. It's a big cave full of pieces of gold, but these big, and all around these big
Wait a
boxes.
minute, Chico. Wait a minute. Where'd you find all this gold you're yelping about?
Well, you know El Cerrito Canyon is a big cave in there full of gold, big
El
pieces.
Cerrito Canyon.
Yes, come see, I show you.
We better go
we
have a look,
reach,
Sheriff.
I
You
think.
run along, Tom. One of us better stay here.
Oh,
Come on,
que bueno, vamos a tener... Señor Tom, this way, aquí está el oro. Plenty gold. We are rich, I think. Come on. Porky, sí, mucho dinero. Lots of gold now. Look, una, dos, tres, cuatro cajas. Todas, everyone is full of gold. See, all this gold belongs to us now, I think. We all rich.
Chico, you know what we can do? We get these changed into quarters, we can play the machines from now on.
Look, senor, even says for us. See, U.S.
Yeah, you're right, Chico. It does say us, but look more closely. There's a period after the U and the S. That means Uncle Sam.
But he big. He don't belong to us.
No. You've accidentally stumbled on that federal gold that was stolen about 3 years ago. Now, look, I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you boys to hightail it into town, get a wagon, and get back here as fast as you can.
But what are we going to do?
I haven't time to answer your questions, Chico. Do as I say. I want to get this gold into town before dark. Understand?
Come
now,
on,
hurry.
Randall. Hurry up, Chico.
Harvey.
Oh, hello, Sheriff. I've been halfway expecting you.
I kind of figured it'd be, so I thought I'd come out and give you a hand with this federal gold. I imagine you're anxious to get it back to Washington.
Yes, I am.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving, Captain Harvey.
I don't follow you.
Here. That's your card, Tom. Get him a pie.
You're a pretty smooth dealer, Sheriff.
I'm in it too deep to quit now. Another killing more or less means nothing. I'd do more than that to get my hands on this gold.
You know, I don't think I'd have ever known it was you if you hadn't have shown me that 9 and 10 of spades.
9 and 10?
Yes. You see, I had Porky watch the jail, and you were the only one to enter or leave.
Very clever, Captain Harvey.
So I'm the jack of spades.
Yes, and Polly's the queen.
Surely you wouldn't.
Shut up and get back into the room.
I don't understand what's come over you.
I told you not to come out here, but you insisted. Now I've got to kill you like I did all the others.
You mean you're the...
The ghost of the Abilene kid.
Does Tom know about this?
Yes, but it won't do him any good. In his dumb military sort of way, he's getting too close to things. Now, with you out of the way, the suit will be complete.
You slipped this to me in the cave, Sheriff. Now it's my deal.
Beautiful and lovely Stringtown. We wish to convey to you with eternal thanks in the manner in which you restored law and order in our fast-growing western community. Now, as far as I am
talking
concerned,
long enough, Judge, to let the groom get a word in.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Well, thanks a lot, folks. As you all know, Polly and I plan to settle here when I'm discharged. So, the sooner old Porky and Chico can get started with that gold, well, the sooner we can all come back.
You ain't waiting on us. Me and Chico are two of the best mule skinners this side of the Rocky Mountains. We'll have this gold delivered before you can say Josephine Jehoshaphat.
All right, boys, take her away. I'll be right behind you. Right now, I want to say goodbye to Mrs. Harvey.
All right, Chico! Somebody forgot to hook us up.
Well, Polly, until
You talk too much.